Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Early in the month, a leak surfaced online showing Finalmouse's upcoming keyboard. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put it on the screen now. And first impressions, I think it looks really crazy. But before we get into my opinion on the leak, let's first go over the hard facts that were confirmed. Finalmouse themselves have commented on the leak, basically saying that what you're seeing here is real, but there's a lot more to the final product. They claim that this footage is a year old and that people should wait until their official announcement on December 17th before speculating too much. But from what we can gather from their statements, they're basically confirming that all or most of the information in this leaked video is true. So let's begin by going over all the information listed here in the video. But before that, remember to subscribe to help support my channel. The resolution of the video isn't the best, so I'll retype them as I read them out loud. Custom pre-lubed linear gaming switch or analog Hall effect switch option. 8 kHz high-speed USB capability. Revolutionary 2K/4K display evolves past the era of RGB, reimagining a gamer setup. Proprietary display circuit module with 2 global patents, strong, robust, and gamer-proof. Glass stack provides wonderful marbly thock. Self-powered with dedicated GPU/CPU, requires only a single USB-C cable for power and data. Skins can live standalone in-device storage, app or driver not required. Skin library available via Steam app. Move skins on and off keyboard. Marketplace allowing artists to submit skins. Infinite artistic possibility. Interactive skins powered by Unreal Engine 5, non-interactive skins use traditional video format. And last but not least, built-in Stream Deck functionality. So yeah, like I said before, this thing is pretty crazy. It basically has its own computer inside the keyboard that functions to run the display independently from your computer. That way, it shouldn't affect the performance of the PC you're plugged into. I'm also pretty amazed that they're able to power this thing with only a single USB-C cable, especially considering it has its own dedicated GPU and CPU running Unreal Engine 5. Alright, from the information that we have gathered here, it seems pretty safe to say that there's probably going to be more than one keyboard, or at least multiple versions, possibly at different price points. We can tell from the 2K/4K displays that there are probably at least 2 versions of this board. And also the linear switch and analog switch options increase that number again. One of the common complaints I saw on the original Twitter thread and Reddit post was how it would look with keycaps on. The resolution of the video is pretty poor and it may be hard to see, but there are actually clear keycaps already on the board. So at the very least, the clear keycaps will provide a good amount of visibility to the display. I do think that in its current state, the keycaps and switches covering the display are a problem for visibility, but I don't think it's not solvable. If you take a look at something like an Elgato Stream Deck, it does have buttons on it that are basically mini screens that you can change the images of. The reality of Finalmouse adopting a similar technology for this board does seem possible, but would probably be very challenging. I think if they're able to pull something like that off, this keyboard would be a lot more appealing. Before I get into more of my own opinions on this board, I did want to discuss and compare it to the keyboard designed by Moondrop, the Moondrop Dash. If you don't know who Moondrop is, they're an audio company that is well known for its IEMs. So here we have a case where 2 different peripheral companies, Finalmouse and Moondrop, decided around the same time to design and create their first keyboard. After watching Keyboard's review of the Moondrop Dash, it got me thinking how both companies decided to enter the keyboard scene through very different products. The Dash seems to deliver on features that keyboard enthusiasts like us really ask for, such as dampeners, hot swap sockets, pre-loop stabilizers that are actually good, and a lot more surprises. I'll be sure to leave Keyboard's review down below if you want to learn more about it. Moondrop obviously took the time to listen to the keyboard community and delivered a product that we actually want. Include a built-in hi-fi DAC, and you successfully innovated a keyboard by including your own company's specialty. Okay, now let's go back to the Finalmouse keyboard. Sure, it looks fancy and new, But is it able to deliver on keyboard enthusiast metrics, or is it just gimmicky? This is a question that will remain to be answered on the full release. I feel like based on their marketing, me and maybe other members of the keyboard community weren't really expecting something aesthetic. I was kind of hoping that they would improve the keyboard aspect of the keyboard. I was expecting maybe a new mounting style, plate material, or a completely different take on switches. Or even taking what they've done with mice and putting it in a keyboard with features like low latency wireless, weeks of battery life, and maybe even being able to use the keyboard and mouse with a single receiver. So I've speculated a lot already in this video, but I wanted to end it by discussing the price and what I think this keyboard could be worth. So obviously there's nothing like it on the market currently, and Finalmouse is known for selling products at high prices due to exclusivity. Just going off of this information that we have here, I would imagine this board will be priced in the range of $500 to $1,000. This range isn't unheard of for keyboards, and I think it's a price that enthusiasts would be willing to pay. That being said, a $1,000 plus price tag doesn't seem impossible, but at that price, I would imagine they wouldn't sell that many units. At that point, they're probably asking too much. And of course, if it's $500 and below, I would consider it a steal. There are keyboards that do a lot less than that cost a lot more money. Just a reminder, Finalmouse will make their official announcement on December 17th, so hopefully a lot of our questions will be answered then. I know this month's Reddit recap wasn't so Reddit-y, but I thought this news was pretty important and I wanted to share my thoughts with everyone. Also, I actually bought a Moondrop Dash, so I'll make a video on it when it comes in. Remember to subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.